Sound check, sir.
Hello. Mic test.
Ay na.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Edward Mortera, the writer and director of Soon. So today I will be reacting to the Soon Director's Cut. This is not the version that was released in the cinema. This is the version that is more than what was shown in the cinema. Because in the cinema, we were just allowed exactly 1 hour. So hindi po napagkasya lahat ng mga scenes and story that we wanted to tell. So it was extended and it was shown last December 12, 2024. And that's what we're going to see today. Oh, so this is the intro made by the Direk Edward IT Club. And yes, I'd like to have also the opportunity to thank my Direk MNHS SPTA family. Without them, I won't be able to do this project because of their support. That's how Soon came into fruition. Okay, to those of you who doesn't know, the actual the background song used in this scene is actually the Soon song. Ito po yung areglo na pinagawa ng aming pelikula para sa Soon, which is also the theme song of the movie. Okay, fun fact, the artist, Geraldine Estrada, is not the only actress set to play the film. We actually had 4 female to audition for the role of Mayumi Reyes. But among all of them, Geraldine is the one who looks the most Mayumi Reyes among all of them. All of them are great actresses. It's just that Geraldine Estrada had that Mayumi factor and aura into her. That's why she was chosen to play the role. We have a lot of questions about kung saan daw finilm ang bahay na ito, bakit daw ang laki, saan daw kami kumuha ng malaking bahay. To answer the question, it is one of Brother Padilla's churchmates in the Latter-day Saints. So isa pong Mormons na foreigner ang may-ari ng bahay na ito. And we're very grateful to Mr. Michael King for lending his home to the Soon production. Thank you, Mr. King. Can't wait to visit you again.
Tutor mo sa gandang movie, ano ba? Papaganda.
Okay, fun fact. When Peter Peabody, the actor playing the role of Maddie, nung nag-audition si Peter Peabody, instantly hindi ko alam kung anong role ang bibigay ko sa kanya and I had no role for him. But upon talking to him and seeing his audition, I instantly know that I should cast him. So because of that, I promoted him into becoming the best friend of Yumi because he had that fun and playful personality that was perfect as the best friend of the bida.
Mamaya pagkamalan pa akong
I specifically wanted a handwritten Soon as our title art. Yeah, for our title art because since Soon was originally a song written by my student, I still vividly remember the writing, how it was written as Soon sa ballpen na yun. So, I specifically wanted a handwritten Soon as our title art.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Okay, so this is the flag ceremony scene. Okay, ang dami nagtatanong, how was it shot? Was it during an actual flag ceremony? So, no po. This flag ceremony scene was actually shot in schedule. So, it was a scheduled shooting for a flag ceremony. Everyone knew that it was for a shooting, and everyone was very cooperative. Everyone was informed. We couldn't shoot it at an actual flag ceremony kasi kailangan namin ng multiple angles and takes. So for us to do that, we had to stage a flag ceremony. Because during the flag ceremony scene, this is where you can see all the characters. And it's a large crowd scene. But all of those knew that they're a part of a filming. I even made them all wear the same uniform as much as possible. Ano yun? Ano yun? For the flag ceremony scene, nakailang takes? I think mga 5 to 6 takes. And that's...
spend 2 hours. More than 2 hours kasi, grade 9 ng actual yun.
Yeah, it was 2 hours. Selected students lang nandyan. As you can see sa paligid, naglalakad-lakad yung mga ibang students na hindi kasali. So there you go. Okay, the reason why I wanted to include a flag ceremony scene at the beginning of the film is because I feel like for every student's life, everything starts in a flag ceremony. So whether we start our week, our first day of school, it's always with a flag ceremony. So that's the scene that I wanted to showcase all the main characters. The person playing as the principal is Mr. Anatolin Padilla, our SPTA president back then. Thank you so much, Sir Anatolin, for agreeing to play. You not only gave the support morally, but also for the support of being an actor in the film. So thank you so much, sir.
Good morning, class. Good morning, Mom. Take your seat. To recap.
Okay, and the person playing the role of the math teacher is Ma'am Benica Briones, the vice president then and now of the SPTA. So originally, actually, akala namin hindi na namin maibubuk si Ma'am for being an actress. We already had a filming with Ma'am Rezalyn Soriano to play as the math teacher. But then, upon watching her scene, it was clear to me that hindi siya bagay for the math teacher that I wanted to showcase, because I really wanted to showcase a typical old math teacher who is very strict, who is very commanding and firm to be the math teacher. But then,
Previous lesson.
if you will notice,
You don't know the answer? How come? Ang tagal-tagal natin diniscuss ito Who can answer?
so yes, I wanted to showcase a typical math teacher who is very strict and terror. Because at that time, I understood that there was a mixed reaction. There is a mixed feelings about being terror in the classroom. So I wanted to showcase a teacher who is firm and strict, but also would have some care for the student. Although I also wanted to end that image of a terror teacher. Minsan kasi gino-glorify pa yung mga terror teacher na sila daw yung parang sa kanila ka magbabago and all that. But also, the kids nowadays with very low self-esteem and very fragile mental health, hindi na kinakaya ang mga terror na teacher. So, the reason why I made sure
Focus on your study, Eugene. Ikaw pa naman ang model na classmates mo dahil sa pagsisikap mo dito sa paaralan. Ikaw ay magaling na estudyante, sana huwag mong baliwalain ang aking advice sa iyo, Iha. In the end, maging mabuti kang mamamayan at makakatulong ka rin sa community. Dahil sa amin.
okay, so I wanted the terror teacher to give some sort of advice and love and care and consideration towards the student at the very end. Kasi nga, I wanted to showcase a loving teacher. And fun fact, the script of Ambenica in this scene wasn't written by the writers. It was written by her. Then my instruction was, I wanted her to write a script that she would like to say to the next generation or to pass on a wisdom from her generation to the next generation. And this is what she came up with. And it's really beautiful.
Talino at kakayahan.
Next, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so this is what in the film we call the meet cute scene. This is where the two main characters or the two love teams typically meet and they have a cute interaction with each other. And the moment that we shot it, during the first day of filming, I instantly knew that this should be the poster picture. So this became the poster picture.
Sabi ko, mahina ako sa math. Saka, sakit lang sa ulo yung subject na yan.
During the brainstorming session of the writing workshop, the writers clearly wanted the male protagonist to be better than the female protagonist or the main character because for some reason we wanted to showcase that there is someone out there who's willing to help you with something that you're not good at, which in this case is math. So, from what I know, the character of Grant is supposedly someone that you admire, someone that is parang siyang Prince Charming ng buhay ni Yumi, someone who is there to not really save you, but just to be there with you when you need him, and someone who is willing to offer or to lend a helping hand. Okay, for the scene of Yumi adoring Grant, I asked my writers, ano ba yung parang pinaka nakakapagpakilig sa isang umiibig or nagkaka-crush? Sabi nila, sir, sa mga stories po kapag sinin na niya. So, we included this scene kung saan makikita na ni Grant yung story ni Yumi. But I wanted to make sure na yung story na ipopost ni Yumi ay dapat nag-aaral. Because I wanted to showcase that students can fall in love or have crushes while studying. I want to showcase na dapat ang mga crushes natin ay nagsiserve as inspiration for us to do better in our studies.
How are we doing today? Good. Great. Everybody can take a seat. So today we're going to be exercising our reading and writing skills. So everyone is going to
So
be
this is,
writing
by the way,
essays.
this is Claudia, a USP Score reservist who gladly joined us for our project. Thank you, Claudia, for agreeing to be an English teacher. By the way, she is also a teacher volunteer at the English department of our school.
Titled My Message to Myself. Now I want you all to be true. Okay, great.
So as I said earlier, there were a couple of girls who auditioned who auditioned for the role of Mayumi Reyes, and one of them is Shekinah Gonzalez, who was very good at her audition, but somehow she doesn't look Mayumi Reyes to me and to the producers. So instead, we gave her the role of the main antagonist.
Really, I know you've always had this question. When you look at yourself in the mirror, and you still recognize this person in front of you. I know you've been struggling lately.
So in this scene, kung kanina pinakita po namin na si Yumi ay mahina sa math, this time around we showcased how good she is at writing. Not really in English, but in writing. So at least we're showcasing multiple intelligence. Not because you're bad at one thing doesn't mean that you're not good at another. So that's what we wanted to show here. Okay, remember what I said earlier about Peter auditioning and me not having any role for him? The role of Peter was actually made for him. So after auditioning, nag-usap kami ni Peter, I interviewed him and I asked him the struggles that he was feeling, kung ano yung mga na-feel niyang struggles in his life, in his personal life, such as being different, looking different, when it comes to race, when it comes to looks, when it comes to gender. And those are his daily struggles na gusto kong ma-showcase sa film na to. But then, I also said, huwag ka mag-alala, bibigyan kita ng boylet. So, ito nga yung boylet na, ano. So, the role of Eljan is also non-existent before. This is just something that I wrote for him, for Peter. I guess when it comes to casting, minsan talagang suswertihin ka lang na yung mga nakikita mong bagay talaga para sa role ay sadyang magagaling na artista rin. Like for example, in the case of Eljan Dasalia, originally I had no knowledge or background about his acting skills, but when he knew that he had a role, he did such a good job that you would think that he's a experienced actor. Because he's so natural. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, not because you're good or bad in math doesn't mean you're no longer good in another thing. So in this scene, we wanted to showcase that Yumi is also good at other things, in which case, singing. So during the audition session for Mayumi Reyes, we also made sure that the person playing Mayumi Reyes can sing.
May gusto na nga akong i-announce. Our school will be having a talent show na magaganap at anong talent dyan?
So originally, Abigail Mina was not supposed to play any role here, but when she agreed to be one of the teachers, I immediately casted her as one of the talent show teachers. And this part was written solely for Peter. But when I knew that Ma'am Abigail Mina will be having the role of the teacher, I had to include her scene belting out. Kailangan yun. Kasi hindi ko na siya mabibigyan ng mahabang scene. Kailangan ko na lang bigyan siya ng special scene where she can belt out.
Parang ganito kasi dapat yun. Gusto ko nang bumitaw.
And yes, I remember the filming day na film namin to with Ma'am Abigail Mina. We knew that she was going to do that, but still, napapalakpak pa rin kami with adoration because ang galing talaga.
Alam mo bang, you remind me of myself nung nag-aaral pa ako. Mahinain, hindi masyadong palakibo, tinatago yung talento. Pero, asabid kasi noon, I was always waiting for that perfect chance para magpakita yung talent ko. Kaya nung napanood kita, narinig ko yung boses mo. Alam mo, kaya mo eh.
Okay, for this scene, I really wanted the teacher, playing the role of the teacher to convince Yumi about the talent that she has. Because sometimes, a student will not feel validated about his or her talent unless someone discovers them. It's just one tiny thing to do, but it changes the life of a student. Kapag sinabihan siya na, may nakikita ko sa'yong galing, I want you to have this opportunity to shine. And I think it's a wonderful thing that a teacher can do to his or her student.
So, masali ka sa contest ha? Asahan ko yung Yumi. Mauna na ako.
And just to mention that during this time, my two actors, Yumi and Grant, have actually their own love lives in their personal lives. So they're acting as lovers in the film, but in real life, they have their own partners. So that's what I commend about them, how professionally they took this job and managed to balance their personal and professional lives. This is Mr. Michael King. He also agreed to have a cameo. Siya po yung may-ari ng bahay. What you hear in the background is a song that was given to me by Sir Jed, our sound engineer. And it's a song that was written by one of our co-teachers in the AP department. Hello? Ah yes, the song was written by Mr. Glenn Honrado of the AP department. Thank you, Sir Glenn, for lending us your song. I think this is the drama scene. Okay, for this drama scene, I wanted the character to cry her heart out without having to yell, to shout, and to humagulgol ng ugly cry. But then, I just wanted to see a genuine crying reaction of someone who had enough. Yung tipong buhos na ang lahat, pero poise pa din. Hindi kailangang hagulgol, hindi kailangang todong iyak, pero controlled na iyak. Enabled for me to do this, Geraldine and I went into method. Kailangan ko siyang kausapin at kailangan kong palabasin sa kanya ang mga emosyon na kailangang palabasin sa eksenang ito. And when we had the conversation, she truly had those stories inside her na kinailangan niyang ilabas para maipakita yung side na ito ni Yumi. It just so happens that it coincides with the story's character arc and the things that she is experiencing in her personal life. And so ito po yung kinalabasan ng pag-uusap na yun. And I remember how heavy this scene was. It was to the point na I think pinalabas ko lahat ng actors sa kwarto just to make her sure that she's comfortable. It was only her, the videographer, and me who was in that room. And I remember I was crying with her during this scene. But yes, what I remember is I was crying with the actors during the time because harap-harapan eh. And the good thing about the actress, Geraldine, is that she's able to stop when we have to cut, when we have to change angle, kaya pa rin niyang ituloy yung lahat ng iyak niya. She can pause it, she can cut it, she can stop it, and then continue it all over again. And then I think after that scene, kaya pa rin niyang iiyak lahat, but yun nga, we got it, we got the take. And I remember pausing for a few minutes just to take it all in, lahat ng emosyon. Kasi talagang mabigat. Mabigat talaga yung eksenang yun. Yes.
Ilang takes kayo?
I think we had 2 takes for the wide shot and then mga side shots na another 1 take. So a total of 3 takes for that crying scene.
Diba? Yumi, kung may nakaka-relate sa'yo, sa mga di.
Okay, I think we've had a lot of comments about this scene, about the character of Maddie being invalidating towards the feelings of Yumi. But actually, it was written for empathy. We apologize if you feel like sinasapawan niya si Yumi. But just to give you a lecture, the character of Peter is black. And being a black person, it already comes with a lot of struggle in your daily life. So, he's not trying to discredit the hardships of Yumi. He's trying to empathize because being able to go through that kind of experience, he's the one who can truly feel and honestly say na naranasan ko din yan. So that's the character of Maddie. This is another thing that I admire because in the original script, ibubuli talaga dapat ng character ni Eljan si Maddie. But then, just to let everyone know, the original script of bullying was restricted by my producers. Hindi raw pwedeng gamitin yon. So, I had to change the way of bullying. So, meron po kaming restriction dito sa pagpipelikula na to. Kumbaga, hindi lahat ng gusto namin ay naaprubahan. So, what I asked my actors to do is to just create something na ikakabuli ni Peter. And he chose wearing makeup. And it turns out, in real life, some students have a hard time in wearing makeup or in using makeup in public kasi nga, they get discriminated or bullied for it. So I really like that Peter chose this activity for his bullying scene because it really resonated with a lot of audience. Yung nagme-makeup ng patago. And from what I know, I think Eljan didn't know what Peter was going to do during this scene. Kumbaga hindi niya alam kung ano yung ipubuli niya kay Peter. So this is truly an improv.
Ang ginagawa mo dyan? Huling-huli ka na, oh. Ang ginagawa mo, ha? Ano yan? Ang ginagawa mo? Di ba kung ano yan? Ang ginagawa mo, ha? Pwede ba? Pag kinakausap kita, tumingin ka sa akin.
When I was young, I didn't understand why, pero parang hindi ako eh. I cannot relate the normal things that normal people feel. Whenever I'm given materialistic gifts or things, I know that I should be grateful, pero wala talaga eh. Oftentimes, I feel empty inside. I don't get butterflies in my stomach, I don't feel tuwa or kilig. Minsan pa nga tumatawa na lahat, pero hindi ko pa rin ako ngayon joke eh.
Okay, the role of Audrey King is actually based on a personality type of being nonchalant. So nonchalant is a person who appears to not care about things around him or her. Wala siyang pake, wala siyang pakiramdam. And upon digging up into that personality, it turns out meron talagang conditions such as dissociative disorder na parang hindi ka nakakaramdam masyado ng mga supposedly nararamdaman ng isang normal na tao. So I wanted to put that arc in a character because I have a student who came to me and who talked to me about that kind of personality, having dissociative disorder. So it was intriguing for me and it was something new and it's something that I wanted to try to explain in the movie para hindi nila napagkakamalang basta tahimik ay nonchalant na agad. Na there is truly a case called dissociative disorder.
Also, hard for me to open up emotionally. Make the effort and work it out myself.
And come to think of it, actually, some of the characters from Soon are actually based on real life. So, obviously, I cannot name everyone, but as a writer and director, parang I feel like I owe it to the world to showcase real life stories, but to give them a character that everyone can resonate with, someone can relate with, or something that represents the type of personality that they have.
How did you guys
Okay, so for the Soon theme song, it's actually based on a song that one of my former student sang to me. So one day she was just like, "Sir, I wrote a song. Do you want to hear it?" Then okay, go. And I remember instantaneously, I cried while listening to that song. And it's a song that truly became special to me because of how I was able to connect with it emotionally. And I'm really a big fan of the song to the point na kapag may mga special occasions or when I feel sad, I request Katrina Season to sing that song for me because it truly uplifts me in a sense that only an art can do.
How many things have you learned during and after?
The things I have learned in terms of filmmaking, madami. But if there's anything that I would like to say now is that you can go through it, malalagpasan din yan. Simulan mo muna bago mo matatapos. In creating Soon, I wasn't really thinking of anything else aside from having a platform for my students wherein they can showcase their talent, their skills. Because alam kong marami sa kanila magagaling eh. I just need to give them an avenue to showcase their talents. And when it comes to leaving a legacy, that wasn't really the intention, but it's just to start something. Kahit sino na ang sumunod or magpatuloy, ang importante sa akin ay masimulan. Because we really wanted to pave a way for future filmmakers to continue what we have started. And if there's anything that I learned from it, it's that you should take a risk and learn how to begin something in order to achieve something.
There are upcoming. Is there any upcoming? Or is there any upcoming film or after Soon? Soon was actually an award-winning film. So,
Oh yeah, I even forgot about that. So thankfully, what we started turned out to be a multi-awarded film now. Thank you so much to the Orduha Film Festival for acknowledging our film. Okay, if the hot topic is if there's a film next to Soon, we are happy to announce that yes, there is a film currently in the making after Soon, and it's going to be announced very soon. In fact, if you will wait tomorrow after the posting of this video, we will be releasing the teaser for the next film. And we hope that you will accept it with warm welcome as you did with our first film Soon. Kaya sama-sama po nating hintayin ang magiging trailer ng susunod naming pelikula. Maraming salamat po.